Good morning from the chicken coop. They're still in my office. They're a month old, and we're having a party today. They've got alfalfa hay in here. There's an organic lettuce mix, a baby lettuce mix. I've got their dish of scratch right there. And I've added the little clubhouse over here because they got so big, they were beating the crap out of each other in the little playpen coop. So I took doggy gates and zip-tied them together and put netting over it. They've got this area now, and I've got a box that they like to roost on the edges of, and their food dish. And it's something that they like to go back into, and it teaches them to go through the door also that I built right here. I just cut a hole in the side of the playpen and the cardboard so they'd get used to going through a doorway, because there's a doorway in the chicken coop outside that they have to go through to get in and out of their upstairs coop. Yeah, and they've all made it, all 10 of the girls. None of them died. Supposedly there's a 25% die-off rate in baby chicks. We didn't experience that, so we're going to have a bigger flock than planned on, which is just fine. This little girl right here is Julia. And that little girl that's walking in right now, the little blondie looking one, is Miss Scarlet. The rest don't have names except for the biggest girl in here. Actually, she's this one right here in the middle of the frame. She has a bad toe on her right foot, so we call her crooked toe because the outside toe on her right foot is broken. It came that way. So she's easy to spot. Plus, she's the biggest girl in the group. And they're quite vocal. They'd like to go back outside. They were outside earlier last week when it was 77 degrees. Now when it's back down in the 59, 60 degree range, they're inside because it's just way too cold for them. In another 4 weeks, they'll be out there all the time. But until then, they got to stay inside where it's warm for them. And they seem to be quite happy. None of them's pecking each other, which is the one thing you've got to look out for. I try to keep a lot of enrichment going for them, like the alfalfa and the lettuce. I'm going to give them some grated carrots later on, and I'm going to give them some apple hunks. I figure if they're busy pecking on food, they won't beat each other up. And since they're growing, it's okay. And they seem to like everything I've given them. Chickens are easy to please. The only thing they don't like is when you reach in and they get a little noisy and then they settle back down again. Tuck, 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 tuck. Tuck, 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 tuck. Tuck, 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 tuck. And they're tucking their heads under their wings when they sleep at night. I'm keeping the alfalfa hay right outside the window in the window alcove, and I built a pallet for it, and I've got a piece of plywood in front of it to keep the moisture off of it because it's a rainy day today. So it's close for the girls. They can't get to it, but it's close for them. So that's it from the chicken coop. Hope you're all having a wonderful day.